Okay, we're going to be doing databases, and so we have a bit of work ahead of us here before we can actually do any coding to access a database. Let's first of all start our WAMP server up. And it's normally going to be under here if you're on Windows 8 or Windows 7, but it could be elsewhere. You just look for the little green W there once you've launched it. So you click on it, and you're going to go up and click on PHPMyadmin. Now I'm using an old version of Internet Explorer here, which the system doesn't like. Yours may just, well, work properly, so I'm just going to launch Firefox here and put the link in there. The username on the default version under WAMP is simply root, and there is no password. This is insecure, but this is for development, not for permanent use on the web. But were you to do this on the web, this is not the username and password combination you would use. We're going to click on the User Accounts tab. We're going to go down here and add a user account. Now I'm simply using my username here that I use in the classroom. And the password, I'm also going to do something insecure, but this is for demonstration purposes. Do not do this for real. If you are going to do this on the web, you would be asking for trouble. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with the security clearances here. I am just going to check everything. This is, again, not necessarily a good idea, but it makes things easier for us for learning purposes. Later on, perhaps I will put up a video on how to better secure this. So we click Go. You will see that you have added a new user, and then there is the command that Mysql performed. Now we need to go to the Databases tab, and you'll notice that I've already created a database here called entryphp01, but I'm going to create a different one called simply called entryphp, because I want you to see this. Right here it says Latin 1 Swedish CI. That's the default setting for PHPMyadmin. What you really want is UTF-8 General CI. So we go create, and I'm simply going to call it my table. Again, this is for demonstration purposes, so this is not important at this point in time, although if you do not use my table, if you're using the demonstration files from the classroom, you'll have to change this to match. Now we're going to leave the number of columns at 4. I'm going to call this first one ID, second one first name, the next one is going to be called last name, and this one is going to be called start date with a capital D. That is important. First one we're going to leave as int, last one we're going to leave as int. This one we're going to change to varchar. And I'm going to set these to 10, 32, 32, and 10 again. There will be no default set. Collation again should be UTF-8. General CI. Had to take a brief pause there. So yes, all these have to be set to UTF-8, or it winds up wanting to be in Swedish. And one more thing that needs to be set before we click Save here. Up here you'll see the category called Index. We want Unique. And you can just click OK here and just go Save. And there we have everything with the little gray key next to it there. If you forget and you do not click on Index, you can highlight this and click Unique over here. Alright, that covers it for creating the database. I'll come back and make another short video covering the very simple PHP scripts that will allow us to populate this and look at the data.